All right, Coach, it's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium just across the Hudson River from New York City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cut. 52 by 52. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
They'll run for the first time with the former Buckeye Mike Weber. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chiefs take.
Come on now. Let's go.
At their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to take a shot right, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Weber. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Weber. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
Check. General West.
Now Weber. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy, because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A run for Weber. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. On 2nd and 1, Darnold.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. Weaver. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
3rd and 2, Darnold looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down, it's Weber. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Weber. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. faking the give. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
I'm going to run you over. 52's
and here we go on 4th. Darnold, the open man is Smith. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep. Shift, shift. Ready.
To the air again, Darnold. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep Darnold. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 31, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught. Smith. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Following the penalty, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Attack! Switch! Here we go, finish the game.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Weber. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 31, Darnold, complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
No. Hey, Zoo.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing again is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
That's us. Back, we're gonna sack.
Lady.
Let's get that ball right here.
On first down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawk.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. It's complete to Grant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Today's final score, Chiefs 38, Jets 13.